Hi, Leah from Go Pilates Essex. My top 5 Pilates exercises to release a stiff back. So if you're suffering from sitting all day, driving, gardening, then these 5 exercises are going to be really good to get your spine mobile and moving again. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our back, hold around the backs of the legs and gently roll down. Your knees are bent, your heels are quite close in towards your bottom, your shoulders are relaxed. Your tailbone feels heavy, your hip bones are in alignment with your pubic bone, nice and neutral through the pelvis. You're going to take a breath in through the nose. As you breathe out, you're going to let your back soften into the floor. Then you're going to squeeze your bottom, push through your feet and let the hips lift up to the ceiling. So you're up onto the top of your shoulder blades, take a breath in. Exhale through the mouth as you roll the spine back down. So you're peeling the spine off the floor and back down onto the floor, segment by segment, vertebra by vertebra, one bone at a time. So exhale as you push through the feet to lift, inhale, exhale through the mouth as you roll. Now make sure that you're pulling in through the tummy muscles, and that will really help to get articulation through that lumbar spine. Exhale up, inhale at the top. So you want the top of the spine to lower first, then the mid-back, so feel the ribs close and melt down to the floor. Tailbone releases at the bottom. So your tailbone is the last piece of your spine to hit the mat. You're going to try and roll nice and evenly through the centre of the spine. Last one. Try and control it as you lower. Good, from there, we're going to go into roll up. So you're going to take your arms over your head, you're going to inhale. As you exhale, the arms float over your head, the head lifts. See if you can roll through the spine to come up and over. Now keep that flexion of the spine. So as you pull forward, abdominals draw in, arms reach long. Now to come back down, you're just going to roll through the spine, and again, tuck in the bottom under. So this time the lower back lowers onto the mat first, and then the upper back. When you roll up, look straight ahead. As you flex forward, you should be looking down in between your knees. Soften the shoulders here so that they don't hunch up by your ears, and try not to use momentum. So as you roll up, try and engage through the abs to give you a lift. Now you might find it's easier if you bend the knees. You might find it's a little bit more easier for you if you bring the legs together or apart. So just play around with it and see what works for you. Really roll. Try and get that flexion through the lumbar spine. So just really releasing through the lower back. One more. Use the breath, it really helps. Exhale through the mouth as you lower, shoulders soften, arms float over the head. Just hug the knees in there to release that off. Good, well done. From there we're going into obliques roll back. So we sit up nice and tall, feet flat on the floor. Knees hip width apart, nice long straight back, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Arms reach out level with the shoulders. You're going to roll, tuck and roll through the pelvis. As you curve back, your right arm swoops down to the floor, reaches behind you, and then comes back up in front of you, the back nice and long. You're going to do alternate arms. So you're rolling the pelvis back, so you're making a C shape with your spine as you roll and reach, and then coming back up nice and tall. So the abdominals scoop through the middle, pull in as you round the back. So again, a nice way to get that lower back flexing and just creating some space in the spine. It's a nice stretch for the shoulders as well. Just go easy if you've got any shoulder issues. Don't overreach with that arm. You've got 2 more each side. Try and keep those shoulders relaxed. Try and keep the movement nice and smooth. Last one on the other side here. Come up and just release over the legs to release it off. So you should feel that back loosening up quite nicely. Now we're going to turn onto our stomach for our next one. It's called Swan Dive Prep. So you're going to have your arms out to the side, quite wide, palms on the floor, elbows slightly lower than the shoulders. Your legs are fairly wide apart and turned out to the sides. So from there, you're going to let your forehead rest down on the floor, so that creates a nice long cervical spine. Abdominals draw in. You're going to breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, you start to look forwards. Then you push through the hands, squeeze the muscles in your bottom, pull the tummy muscles in. You're going to try and lengthen through the arms, soften the shoulders, and then you're going to bend the elbows and release back down. Release the forehead back down onto the mat. So exhale, you need to engage through your glutes and draw your abdominals in to come up. And it doesn't matter how high you come up. You might not be able to get those arms completely straight, in which case you just lift to the point that it's comfortable for you. We're trying to focus on those shoulders drawing down away from our ears. So when we get to the top, our neck feels nice and long. 2 more. Bend the elbows, come back down. Last time. Try and look straight ahead on that last one if you can. Breathe in deep and wide at the top. And then exhale. Control that lower as you lengthen the head away from the shoulders the whole way through. Good, well done. From there, push back onto your knees. Sit back onto your heels. We're going to turn around. We've got seal. Seal is similar to rolling like a ball, except the legs, the knees are wide. Now your hands are going to go in between, in the centre of your legs, and then hold on to the ankles. You're going to roll back off of your sit bones. So as if you're just going to roll back, but stay balanced to start off with. Again, a C shape with your spine. Chin tucks into your chest. Now you're going to try and hold the soles of your feet together, and before we go anywhere, we're just going to try tapping those feet together. Alright, now that in itself is quite a challenge, just to stay there and balance. Then we want to add the roll in. So keeping that shape of the C curve with your spine, you're going to let yourself roll back, try and roll forwards, and if you need to, you can bring your feet down onto the mat. So that would be your first level. And then if you can, you're going to try and roll backwards and forwards without letting your feet touch the floor. Now you'll feel that this is quite a nice massage on your back, all the way from the lumbar spine up to the thoracic spine. Can we get 4 more of those? Once we get into that little pattern, get a little rhythm going there with that roll. It feels good. Last one. See if you can balance on that last one. Keep the soles of the feet together, draw the abs in. Keep that spine curved. And release, come all the way down, hug the knees in, little rock from side to side. Well done. So that's my top five Pilates exercises to keep your spine nice and mobile. Quite nice to do. If you've been sitting all day, you tend to get stiffness in the lower back. So enjoy. Speak to you soon. Bye.